I've got a problem, and you probably do too. I want change in my life, but I keep doing the same old thing. Essentially, I expect to see change in my life without really changing. I expect to break these negative cycles in my life by approaching things the exact same way, with the exact same tactics that never worked. Stuck in a cycle of going about growth a certain way, unable to make it last, giving up, and trying again, only to end up right back where I started. Sound familiar? Do you keep finding yourself in the same old patterns, stumbling over the same hurdles, facing the same struggles over and over again? I think we all can agree that it's pretty exhausting, but here's the real question. Are you ready to break free, or are you going to settle for staying stuck in the same frustrating loop? We all have our personal negative patterns. Maybe you can't keep consistent with a workout routine for more than a month. Maybe you're unable to enjoy rest because there's always unresolved guilt holding you back. Maybe you want to read and journal more instead of scrolling on your phone, but you always fall back into the harmful pattern. You want to change all of those things, but the results just won't stick. Why? Because we're going at it the same way every single time. We expect change without changing our approach. Everybody does it. But here is the good news. We have around a quarter of the year left. And while I do believe New Year's resolutions have their problems, I also think that the new year offers a boost of motivation that we can all capitalize on. And we should. But here's the catch. We need to do it differently this time. Approaching the new year like we always do won't solve or change anything. So here's the plan. I'm going to spend the last 2 months of this year formulating a different plan of action that I'll take into the new year. Your long-term goals don't necessarily have to change. I know mine won't. It's just your approach to those goals that have to shift. The steps you take to reach your goals have to be reformatted. Because personally, the approach is often where I lose myself. It starts with some psychoanalysis of yourself, and that can be a little scary, but bear with me. Ask yourself how you typically go about pursuing your goals, or ask yourself why they never last. Here's an example from me. One of my big goals this year was to post 52 new videos. I had a loose method that was consistently subject to change based on my busy life. Scripting during my commute, filming on the weekends, editing whenever I found the time. But what if I created a schedule that accommodated the busyness of my life and created backups in case random things popped up that got in the way of me creating and posting a video? Maybe even I could try and incentivize myself, like paying someone to only refund me if I do post my video on time. There are so many little ways to tweak our approach and increase our chances at success. Now is the time to start planning and brainstorming ways we can actually do that. Start planning them now to facilitate a streamless transition into the new year. The bottom line is you cannot expect to see change if you don't change yourself. It's really that simple. And if you're struggling to figure out how to change up your approach, drop your negative recurring pattern down into the comments, and I will be right here to help brainstorm with you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you're able to get the littlest of takeaways given the lifestyle that you live and the conditions that you face. As a reminder, modifications of any of this advice is completely okay. You're doing something that you can do, and you should definitely be proud of that. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the flippity flop. Peace.